A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 21, verses 12 to 19. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. But before any of this happens, they will arrest you, hunt you down, and drag you to court and jail. It will go from bad to worse. Dog eat dog, everyone at your throat because you carry my name. You will end up on the witness stand, called to testify. Make up your mind right now not to worry about it. I will give you the words and wisdom that will reduce all your accusers to stammers and stutters. You will even be turned in by parents, brothers, relatives, and friends. Some of you will be killed. There is no telling who will hate you because of me. Even so, every detail of your body and soul, even the hairs of your head, is in my care. Nothing of you will be lost. Staying with it, that is what is required. Stay with it to the end. You won't be sorry, you will be saved. The Gospel of the Lord. Reflections on the Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 21, verses 12 to 19. The Gospel passage for our reflection today is a continuation of yesterday's readings about the end of things. Jesus predicted the destruction of Jerusalem and thereby an end to a religiosity that was centered on the Jerusalem temple. Catastrophes, wars, famines, riots, and persecutions are bound to happen. Think of the many wars of today, so many calamities today. A realistic look at the world around would tell us that all what Jesus speaks of in the gospel are the happenings of our times too. We live in a world marred by the calamities and violence, by abuses and destructions that wound the creation, our common home, and also the human family that lives here, and the violence against the Christian community itself. But then there is the reassurance. Not a hair of your head will perish. This is our hope. It speaks of the attitude that a Christian must adopt in living this history characterized by violence and adversity. It is the attitude of hope in God, which allows us not to be overwhelmed by the tragic events. Indeed, they are an opportunity to bear witness. Christ's disciples cannot remain slaves to fears and anxieties. Instead, we are called to live with the certainty that the Lord's action of goodness provides us with the providential and reassuring tenderness. When our faith is put to test, when confronted with the tempests of life, remember that it is the sign of a world as God wants it is approaching. It is He, the Lord, who guides our existence and knows the ultimate purposes of things and events. The Lord calls us to collaborate in the making of history by becoming peacemakers and witnesses of hope in a future of salvation and resurrection. It is our faith in God that makes us walk with Jesus and face the troubles of this world. The assurance of the Lord accompanies us that the power of the Spirit of God will destroy the forces of evil. Love is powerful because it is God. God is love. The Christian martyrs are an example to us. Our martyrs of Vietnam, St. Andrew Dung Lac and companions, 117 people who were martyred in Vietnam between 1820 and 1862, give us an example of courageous witnessing to God's love, even in the face of dreadful tortures. They were all canonized by Pope St. John Paul II on 19th June 1988. Despite persecution, the lives of the martyrs give us an inheritance to preserve and imitate, the gospel of love and mercy. The lives of martyrs invite us to respond to hatred with love, to offense with forgiveness. May the Virgin Mary, through her maternal intercession, sustain our daily journey of faith, following the Lord who guides our history.